All right. Okay, now our topic is macroeconomic policies. Now, these are the policies or the actions taken by the government to control the economy, right? Because I told you that economy does not want to have a rapid growth in the economy, right? Because it will lead the economy towards boom and eventually recession will start. So they do not want that to happen. And for that, they need to control the economy. And to control it, they develop different policies. And we call them macroeconomic policies. And why do they control the economy? And why don't they want to have a rapid change, a rapid growth in the economy? Reason is because they want to achieve their economic objectives. We talked about it. Low, low unemployment, low inflation, stable balance of payment, economic growth, right? To achieve those objectives, government has to do something. And for that, government has their own policies. We call them economic policies. Now let's discuss them one by one. First one is fiscal policy. Okay, what is that policy all about? Fiscal policy is a policy in which the government uses two tools. Okay, let me demonstrate it to you by using paint. All right, now you can see paint. Okay, can you see paint software? Can you see it, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So
Yes,
now
sir.
fiscal. All right, thank you very much. So if we talk about fiscal policy, so in this, what government does? The government uses two tools. One, we call it taxes, okay, and the other tool government uses, that is what we call government spending. Do remember, these are the two tools which are used by the government to control the economy, to achieve those macroeconomic objectives which were set by the government earlier. Okay, now how do government does it? Let's see that how do they do it. Okay, now taxes here, for example, if economy is, there is high inflation, or there is inflation about to happen, high inflation about to happen, so what government can do? Government will, let me write it there, they will increase taxes. They will increase taxes. What sort of taxes? Do remember that. What sort of taxes will be increased by the government? These are, let me write it there, we call them, for example, income tax. Government increases income tax. And you know that what is an income tax? Income tax is a tax which is imposed on the income of the people. Okay? So when there will be high, why they are doing it? I explained you that. Let me write it there as well. Why increase in tax is there? Because, let me, sorry, let me write it there. Why? Because government wants to, let's say, control inflation, because their objective is low inflation. Govern, okay, government, I think spelling is, yeah, okay, so government wants to control inflation. For that, they use fiscal policy. In fiscal policy, they use taxes. So what do? They increase taxes. Now what will happen? When income tax will increase, right, it will reduce the disposable income of the people. Disposable income will be reduced. right? Reduced. Disposable income will be reduced. And disposable income, I told you earlier, that is income minus tax. So when people will get lower incomes, what will happen? They will, again, you know that we discussed that earlier as well, they will spend less. Okay, spending will be lower, especially consumption. People will like to buy less. Okay, let me write. People would like to buy less. Okay, so that will lead to lower total demand in the country. Okay, so it means now the inflation can be controlled. When less people will buy it and more goods will be available, the prices of the goods will not go up that rapidly. Okay, which was happening earlier. So this is one way. By using taxes, government can achieve one of their objectives, that is low inflation. Similarly, to achieve the same objective, government can use another tool, that is government spending. To achieve the same objective, let me highlight that this is the government objective, and to achieve it, government can use government spending as well. Now, what is government spending? You need to understand that. So, who can explain me that? Let me ask you. Abdul Jabbar, can you answer? What is government spending? Abdul Jabbar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. What is government spending?
सर गवर्नमेंट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे स्पेंड करे, कंस्ट्रक्शन बिल्डिंग्स वगैरह इस पे.
Okay, all right. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So, whatever money government spends for the welfare of the people, for the development of the country, all kind of spending is government spending, because government always works for the public welfare. So either they build a road, they construct dams, or they provide electricity. So whatever they spend, that will be part of government spending. So now, if their objective is to control inflation, so what government does? Let's see. Government will now, uh, we use the word G for it, right? G is for capital spending. So G will be reduced. Do remember that. G will be, government spending will be reduced. Let me write it here to avoid any confusion, that government spending is denoted by the letter G, right? So G will be reduced. Okay, when G will be reduced, what will happen? All those people who are employed in government projects, okay, either it could be a construction of roads, installation of light poles, or building dams, or whatever, any sort of work uh, which is under government, and they are doing it for public welfare, they will stop it, or they will not start other projects. So what will happen? You know that one thing that is for sure, that is unemployment will happen. Unemployment will happen. All those people who were earlier working in government projects, now they won't have a job. Okay, so when unemployment will happen, that will lead to, again, it will lead to lower demand for goods, right? Because now people do not have income. So again, when lower demand will be there, again the same effect will be there, that is that now the inflation will be controlled. People won't buy much because now they do not have employment. Similarly, there are many contractors who work with government. Like for example, for building roads, government does not do it, and they hire a private contractor to build that road. Okay, so now if government is not doing it or have stopped doing it, so now those contractors will not also get work, and the people who are hired by that contractor, they will also have a problem regarding their employment. So in all, obviously unemployment will happen, but right now their main objective is not to reduce unemployment. Their main objective at the moment is inflation. For example, unemployment is not the issue at the moment, and the main issue is inflation. It is going up very rapidly, and you know that what happens when inflation goes up quickly. Eventually, it becomes the cause of recession because it goes up very quickly and reaches to the level that is what we call boom. Okay, the phase of a trade cycle, and eventually then economy starts going down. We discussed that in the other class as well. So government wants to control inflation. So they say, all right, we can compromise on unemployment, no problem, because right now not too many people are unemployed. If this is the case, so they'll focus on inflation, low inflation, rather than the unemployment. So this is how fiscal policy can be used by the government to achieve their objective. So this is how they control the economy. But now, again, the important aspect, and that is what would be the impact on businesses? Impact on businesses. I told you this is the most important part. Impact on businesses. So let me ask you people, and then I'll comment on that. If this happens, the same scenario is there. What will happen to different businesses which are operating? So let me ask Fatma Shakil. Fatma, can you tell me the impact on business of using this policy? Fatma Shakil, are you there?
जी सर, वो माइक नहीं चल रहा था पहले। आप सर थोड़ा सा मुझे रिपीट कर दें क्वेश्चन।
जी जी, ऑल राइट। तो अभी जो मैंने समझाया सारा समझ आ गया?
सर सारा तकरीबन आ ही गया। हाँ जी।
Okay, all right. So if there is a problem, you can see my video as well on my channel.
Okay, sir.
All right. My question is that if government uses fiscal policy to control inflation, because right now, for example, that is their objective. So to control inflation, they use taxes. And what do they do with taxes? They increase the taxes, especially income tax. So when they increase income tax, obviously disposable income of the people goes down, and disposable income is income minus tax. So when it goes down, obviously people, they demand less. Why? Because they do not have much income now, disposable income. So similarly, the government reduces the government expenditure as well, or government spending as well. That is the spending government actually does for public welfare, construction of roads, building of dams, anything to be done for providing electricity, so, or public parks. So now government reduces this amount of expenditure. Now my question is, again, it will happen, unemployment will happen, people will get lower incomes, because obviously when government starts a project, government hires people to be employed. When government hires people, so now they won't be hired, there will be unemployment. Similarly, those people who get contracts from the government to build roads, now they won't get the contracts, so they will be unemployed as well, and even the workers they hire, they will also be asked to leave. So unemployment will happen again, people will have lower incomes and again lower demand. So this is how government controls inflation. So I explained the whole scenario again. Now my question is, if government does it, because our main focus is on the impact on businesses. So can you tell me what would be the impact on businesses if government does it?
सर फिर मतलब लोगों की परचेजिंग पावर रिड्यूस हो जाएगी काफ़ी, तो ओनली लाइक द एसेंशियल बिजनेसेस वुड वर्क, लेकिन जो लग्जरी बिजनेसेस वगैरह हैं या जो स्टार्टअप्स हैं, दे वुड मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कोलैप्स और दे वुडंट हैव दैट मच ऑफ अ डिमांड. तो मोस्टली बिजनेसेस वुड प्रेफर टू स्टोर देयर आइटम्स फॉर लेटर, जब मतलब इकोनॉमी इम्प्रूव होती है तो तब सेल करने के लिए, आई गेस.
All right, okay, very good. So it means, जी जी, please.
सर ये नहीं होगा क्योंकि बिजनेसेस के ऊपर टैक्सेशन इतनी ज्यादा होगी तो इसकी वजह से इन्वेस्टमेंट ही कम हो जाएगी, तो बिजनेसेस में कोई इन्वेस्ट नहीं
Very,
करेगा।
very good. Another way to explain it. So the main thing, let me write it there. The main issue or the impact on businesses, on every business, almost will be lower profit. That is for sure. Okay. Maybe for luxury businesses, the impact will be greater. For other businesses which actually sell necessities, the impact will be uh, not much. But profit will be lowered. That is for sure. Now, there are two aspects. One is, as Fatima explained, that why lower profit will be there, because because of lower consumption. People are not buying. Okay, lower consumption leads to lower sales. This is the way you will develop it. Okay, let me enlarge it. Yeah, lower consumption leads to lower sales. Okay, this is one way, and eventually business will have lower profits. Okay, second is, as was explained by another student, and that is that when taxes will be taken, I told you income tax will be there. So tax will be taken from the profits of the business as well. Do remember that. Okay, so it means why profit will be lower, because more profit tax will be paid by businesses, because it's not only the consumers who are paying tax from their income, it's the businesses as well who will pay more of the tax from their profit. So it means the profit that will be distributed among the shareholders, that will be reduced. So eventually they will like to reduce their level of investment because they are not getting much profit. Although the profit is satisfactory, but the profit they are getting after paying the tax to the government, it's not sufficient for the owners. So this would be the impact on business. Okay, now any question regarding this policy and the impact on business? Because I told you impact on business is very crucial. Understanding of the concept of fiscal policy is fine. You can get marks for the knowledge, but eventually you have to tell how it would have an impact on businesses. So I keep on telling you any issue. So you can develop it in any way.
सर मेरा एक सवाल है।
Yes, please. पहले पहले आप पूछ लो मोहम्मद अली अली तारड़ सॉरी तलाल।
सर तलाल हूँ। सर इन्वेस्टर हम उनको कह सकते हैं जो यानी शेयर्स खरीदते हैं लेकिन जब शेयर प्राइस बढ़ती है तो वो उसको सेल कर देते हैं, उनको हम इन्वेस्टर्स कह सकते हैं?
एब्सोल्युटली राइट।
तो सर जब सर डिमांड कम होगी तो इन्वेस्टर्स का मेन मकसद ये नहीं होगा कि यार शेयर प्राइसेस जब मिनिमम होगी तब वो बाय करें। इन्वेस्टर्स सबसे ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट करेंगे जब डिमांड दोबारा राइज होगी, तब वो अपने शेयर वो उनके पोजीशन में जो शेयर्स होंगे तब वो सेल करेंगे और उनको प्रॉफिट आएगा। तो सर जब ये मेरा सवाल है कि सर जब डिमांड लो होगी, शेयर प्राइसेस नीचे जाएंगी फर्म्स की, तो इन्वेस्टर्स क्या तब भी नहीं खरीदेंगे?
Okay, all right. Okay, very good question, Talal. Okay, now let me. Okay, I'm going to write a term here. Just see it. Speculators. Okay, and I'm writing it investors. So these are two different terms. It looks that they are the same, they are not. Speculators are those people who watch all business activities very closely. So in fact, they have a very close eye on the stock exchange. And they see whether share prices are going up or down. And the main job of speculators is that when share prices are low, they buy it. Okay? And when they get high, they sell it. So their intention is not to invest their money in the business in order to get profit by selling goods and services. They get profit by buying and selling shares. They buy shares when they are cheap and they sell it when they are expensive. So such type of people or organizations are called speculators. So you are talking about speculators. When we say investors, it means they have nothing to do with the share price. They say we are investing money, and with the help of our money you will be producing goods and services, And when you sell those produced goods and services, the business will earn profit, and out of it, the investors will get their return. And that is what we call profit or dividend. So that is basically the
Okay,
difference.
sir.
So when we say investors, they will withdraw their investment because they think that they are not getting much of a profit from selling goods and services. But speculators, they will buy it. But you know that speculation is a very risky business because you never know when share prices will go up and down. So you need to have a very close eye on the stock exchange on daily basis. Okay, the whole day you watch closely. You sit on the table watching this laptop screen so closely that what is happening to the share price. It's very risky, and sometimes you actually get a huge loss because of that. That you predicted wrong in a wrong way. You bought shares, okay, realizing that okay the share prices will go up, but actually they went down. So now there's a problem. So that is a different scenario. Okay, all right. I hope you understand this. Okay, but that was a very good question you asked. All right. Anyone else who wants to ask the question regarding
सर
the first? Yes, please.
सर यहाँ लिखा हुआ है ना कि जब लोअर कंजप्शन होगी तो लोअर सेल्स होंगी, तो इसकी वजह से बिजनेसेस अपनी जो कॉस्ट हैं, जो प्राइसेस है, वो नीचे नहीं करेंगे और फिर स्टाफ वगैरह को निकालना नहीं शुरू कर देंगे क्योंकि प्राइसेस कम हो रही है, लॉस तो हो ही रहा है.
Yes, that's right. You are right. So that is why I'm telling you. Okay, let me just write it again because maybe it's not people. Let me write it there because okay. Now answer to your question. You are right. People would like to buy less. That is right. Okay. So obviously the businesses they will ask their workers to leave. So in that case, unemployment will happen. So now there is a question: why government will go for an activity which is the cause of unemployment? The reason is because I told you all objectives of the government cannot be achieved at the same time. It is the government who decides which is the objective which is of topmost priority at the moment. So I am just giving you an example that, for example, at this moment, unemployment is not much, right? But inflation is rising rapidly, and sooner or later, it will actually make the economy to collapse. Okay, and economy will go into recession. So right now, government will compromise on unemployment. They'll say if unemployment happens, does not matter. Right now, our focus is on inflation. So they try to control inflation, and obviously, as a result, unemployment will happen. So I hope you got it. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Anyone else who wants to ask anything? So is it fine now? All right. Okay. So let's move on now to the next slide. Okay. Yes. So fiscal policy, I explained it. Now I'll go the other way around. For example, now the same example is there, but now the government objective, because now you will explain that. Now the government objective to use fiscal policy is to increase the level of employment. Now, if this is the objective, okay, or let's say the objective is economic growth. I think this is more suitable. Economic growth. Okay, now I told you why they want to do it, because maybe their economy is not growing in the manner government wants. So they want to achieve this objective now rather than the low inflation. But do remember, yes, this is an objective, but I told you earlier, when government tries to achieve economic growth, inflation will happen. Why? Because you know that economic growth happens when demand increases. Producers are encouraged, they like to produce more, right? And they hire more people. More employment is there. So more income is generated. Eventually people demand more. So that higher demand leads to higher prices as well. So economic growth is always characterized by high inflation as well. But now at the moment, we assume that government Your speaker is on. Mukarram, Mukarram, mute your mic. Please mute your mic, Mukarram. All right. Okay. Now, but okay, in this example, we assume that government's priority is to achieve economic growth, and they will not care about inflation. If it happens, they say, all right, let it happen, because right now the crucial thing for the economy is to have economic growth. So they will ignore that. I told you, when government tries to achieve one of the objective, the other objective might not be achieved. So government has to prioritize that which objective to be achieved at a certain point of time. Now, to achieve economic growth, now I'll ask you, Muhammad Ali Tarar. Ali Tarar, now, using the same fiscal policy, how government can have economic growth? Because there are two tools, I told you, taxes and government spending. Please explain.
Sir, they will reduce the taxes.
They will reduce the taxes. Very good. Okay, but you need to develop it as well.
Sir, as they will reduce the taxes, so for example, income taxes will be reduced as well. So the disposable income will be more. As disposable income is more, so people can spend more, and consumption will be more as well, leading to more demand.
Very
Hence,
good.
the prices will be high.
All right. Very good. Great answer. So higher disposable income. Okay. And then it leads to higher demand. Okay. And that may lead to higher prices as well. Okay. And it will encourage producers. Do remember, it will encourage producers to produce more. So eventually economic growth will happen. That's simple. Higher disposable income will lead to higher demand. Higher demand will lead to higher prices, and it will encourage producers to produce more. So economic growth will happen. So this is quite simple, and Muhammad Ali explained that. That's great. Okay, similarly, how government spending will be used? Aruj Mustafa. Aruj, can you answer that?
जी सर क्वेश्चन क्या था?
Question यही था, इधर ध्यान दो ना. Question is, to achieve economic growth, how government can use government spending to achieve it? Government spending ज़्यादा करनी चाहिए, कम करनी चाहिए?
सर पहले उसने रिड्यूस की तो तब ज़्यादा कर ली.
क्यों? Okay. Okay, let me write it. Reduced government spending. पहले reduce की थी? अरूज, no idea?
की थी सर.
कहाँ की हुई है? Government spending will be reduced. Okay, and now they will increase it, na?
जी.
All right. So G is for government spending. So okay, G will increase. So what will happen? Aruj, what will happen if G will increase? How economic growth will be achieved?
सर जब ये गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग इंक्रीज कर देंगे तो ये सब्सिडाइज करना शुरू कर देंगे, उसकी वजह से अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं होगी.
Okay, very good.
भी इंक्रीज होगा.
I was not thinking of it. Very good. That is one point. When government spending will increase, so when government will provide subsidies, it is also part of government spending. When government will provide subsidy to businesses, right? So it will encourage businesses, and they would like to invest more. They will like to expand their business because now government is supporting them financially. Okay, let me just finish it and then you can. Okay, so subsidy will be given, and I'll write it here that businesses will be encouraged. Businesses will be encouraged. All right, and eventually economic growth will happen because they will produce more and economic growth takes place. Yes, Talal.
सर गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग जब बढ़ेगी तो सर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रोड्स वगैरह बनेंगी जिसकी वजह से बिजनेसेस और ज्यादा डेवलप होंगे और स्प्रेड होंगे और इन्वेस्टर्स फ्यूचर कॉन्फिडेंस की वजह से इन्वेस्टर्स ज्यादा इन्वेस्ट करेंगे.
Very good, excellent answer. Again, a very good way. So you can explain it that way as well. That if now another way, if government spending will increase, Let me write it there. There. If government spending will increase, so okay, it will increase the employment as well. Like for example, when government will spend more, so better infrastructure, infrastructure, right? Better roads, better communication. So again, it will help the business to grow because now they find it easier to transport goods from one place to another. Why? Because now road has been built by the government. So it will be cheaper for the businesses as well, and it will be fast as well to uh, take the goods to their destiny. So again, better infrastructure, we can also relate it with business, right? This way, business will be encouraged in that way as well. Another point that can be explained, when government will spend more, I told you earlier that employment will increase also because for government projects, people will be hired, okay, and those people will get income, and that income will be spent by those people. It will lead to higher demand as well, okay, and that higher demand will help businesses to expand because now more people are demanding and prices will go up, right? Again, it will lead to economic growth. So I hope you understand. So it means that there are three ways to explain it. So you can develop your point in any way you want. I hope you, okay, do I need to write the third point? Okay, let me write it also. No problem. That is G will increase. Let me write it there. When G will increase, more employment will be there. Okay, that will lead to more income being generated. I'm just telling you how to develop your points. Okay, so more employment will be there. That will lead to more income being generated, and it will lead to higher demand. Higher demand will lead to higher prices. Okay, and that will, so it will encourage businesses to produce more. So when they will produce more, it will lead to economic growth. That is quite easy to understand. Okay, this way. All right. I hope you understood the whole concept about fiscal policy. So it depends which objective they are achieving. Do remember, this is fiscal policy where we increase taxes and reduce government spending. We call it, let me write it there, we call it contractionary fiscal policy. Do remember that. Contractionary fiscal policy, or another name is given deflationary fiscal policy. Okay, because the main purpose of fiscal policy is to reduce the demand. And why they want to reduce the demand? So that inflation can be controlled, right? That is why we call it contractionary. Contract का मतलब होता है ना काम करना, सुकड़ना, उससे ही निकला ये. Okay. Similarly, the other fiscal policy they used in case of economic growth, that was expansionary fiscal policy, right? Or we can call it inflationary. Let me get it bigger. Inflationary fiscal. And why we call it expansionary or inflationary? Because now the main purpose is to increase the total demand of the country. Because when demand will increase, producers will be encouraged and more output will be produced. So that will lead to economic growth, right? So why we call it inflationary as well? Because as a result, prices will go up. That is why inflation will happen. Okay. So any confusion to any of the student, because now it is getting more technical, right? It will help you in economics as well, I'm telling you. Because in economics, these policies are there as well. Okay, any question? No question. All right. Okay. So let's move on to the next policy, this one now. Okay, one more thing which I actually forgot, that is the impact on business. Again, the same. When economic growth will be achieved and government will use expansionary fiscal policy by reducing taxes and increasing government spending, how it will have an impact on business? A good impact, a positive impact, or a negative impact? What do you think? Either profit will be lower or higher? Anyone who can explain that?
So there will be a positive impact as higher prices will lead to higher profit. High demand will lead to higher prices and it will lead to higher profit.
That's right. Very good. So it means the impact will be positive because now government is encouraging businesses to produce more. So obviously now they have to pay lower taxes. Okay, let me write it somewhere as well. Now, okay, let me just show it with this is, let me make the connection. So in case of contractionary fiscal policy, this will happen. Okay, profits, the impact on the, because this is the most important part I am telling you. You have to address the impact on business while writing answers. Okay, this will be the impact. But when there will be another policy, that is expansionary policy, right? So what would be the impact? Now I'm writing it there. Let me get it bigger. There. Now, impact on businesses, and you just explain that. Okay, and that will be higher profit. Okay, higher profit will be there, and but you need to develop that, how higher profit will be there. So I want somebody to answer. Let me ask you, because you need to develop it in a way examiner wants. Aniza Hamid. Aniza, why would there be higher profit? The impact on business of this policy, that is expansionary fiscal policy, why profits will increase? Aniza. Aniza, please answer. No answer. Abdullah Bas.
Say expansionary fiscal policy के अंदर से demand increase होती है, तो demand की increase होने की वजह से prices increase हो जाएंगे because of demand pull inflation. से जब demand और prices दोनों increase हो रही हैं तो business का profit increase हो जाएगा.
Okay, all right, very good. यही मैं आपको development में बता रहा हूँ, because it will lead to higher demand. Higher demand will lead to higher prices, and obviously you know that when prices will be up, it will lead to higher profit as well. I'm not writing higher profit because I've already written it. This is how you make connections and you develop your points. Okay, the other way around is,
सर
please.
सर इसमें डिमांड पुल इन्फ्लेशन का पॉइंट तो नहीं ना आएगा?
हम इन्फ्लेशन को हम तो पॉजिटिव बता रहे हैं ना अभी तो इन्फ्लेशन बिजनेस देखो, whenever there is inflation, businesses get the benefit, do remember, but economy won't get the benefit in the end when recession will take place. Do remember, whenever there is inflation going on, either it is high or not, businesses, they flourish because they get huge amounts of profit, doesn't matter how many items they sell. So profit is going to go up, but how long they will enjoy that profit, nobody knows. Yes, Talal, fine.
जी सर ठीक है.
Okay. Now another point which you can develop why higher profit will be there because of this policy, that is, I told you, that is lower profit tax. Do remember that, lower profit tax, because I told you in this policy what government is doing. Just have a look above. Government is reducing taxes. See, government is reducing taxes. So obviously it's about tax on profit as well. So now it means more, if the If earlier they were paying higher taxes, now they have to pay lower taxes. So even if they get a lower amount of profit, still more profit will be left because now they have to pay less amount of tax to the government, right? So lower profit tax will be there. As a result, they will get higher profit. Okay, similarly, another way is to explain why higher profit will be there. That is, we just mentioned, that is subsidy. Now, how subsidy leads to higher profit? Can anybody tell me? Let me ask. Mahnoor Yazani, how subsidy can lead to higher profit?
Sir, when the government provides the subsidy, तो businesses की cost of production कम हो जाती है.
Very
जब
good.
उनकी
Just
cost कम होगी
wait,
तो
wait.
उनके profits.
Very good. You have given the right answer. What I wanted actually. Excellent answer, Manur. Great. So subsidy basically it reduces the cost of the business. Right? They say whatever your cost is, half the amount we'll pay, or 20% we'll pay, or 10% we'll pay. So obviously, when your cost is shared by the government, you will have lower cost. Okay? So when there will be, okay, reduced, let me just, okay, it is reduced cost of the business. And when there will be reduced cost, obviously profits will go up. Okay, all right. So this is the way you will be developing your points by linking your answer with the effect on business. Because in the paper, they will always ask you what will be the impact on the business which is given in the case study because of government policies there. In P3, they will give you government economic policies. Okay, what action government has taken, and they'll ask you a question that how government businesses are going to be affected because of these policies. So I have explained you the whole mechanism. Now, still, if there is any problem, you can explain me because now it looks very complex. But if you see my lesson on YouTube, you will get the understanding how this mechanism is working. Any question? No question. All right. Okay. I think the time is about over as well. But let me tell you, we have just covered fiscal policy, okay, and the impact on business as well. So in the next class tomorrow, we'll talk about monetary policy, that how government uses it to achieve the same objective, that is low unemployment, low inflation, economic growth, stable balance of payment, right? So we'll talk about it in the next class. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next class.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.